Anali. What's going on, man? I think we good. I think we're in the building, champ. I think we are in the building, Houston. I think we're in the building, Houston.
Hold on. What time it is? What time it is? It's that time
Right
again?
now, Eastern time. It is approximately Eastern time.
It's that time again, though.
It's 7:20. Yeah, it's definitely
But
that
it's
time.
definitely that time again.
Yeah, it's that time.
It's
If that's
that
what
time.
you're referring to. Yeah, it's that time.
Oh, okay.
It's that time. It's that
That's
time.
what I'm actually referring to.
No, you're right. It's that time to piss them off.
Yeah, man.
It's that time to piss them off. It's that time to talk to our people.
Yeah.
We gotta speak to the mafia.
Yeah, how they doing?
We're gonna speak to the
How they
mafia
doing
today,
today?
all right?
Yeah.
L.O.T.S approved media. Don't shoot the messenger podcast. This is episode number 30.
636 like the mafia. You already know what time it is, man.
All right,
Episode number
6.
36 like
Facts,
the mafia. You already know what time it is, man. Yeah. Shots out.
Yeah, that part. Shout out to somebody in the building. You guys, make sure as soon as you come in the building, do me a favor. But I'm highly grateful. I show my gratitude to the universe. I appreciate you. Hit the like button as soon as you come in the building, whoever you are. Leave a comment in the comment section. We call that leaving your fingerprint. When you hit the like button, the thumbs up button, that's considered wiping your feet on the rug, all right?
Right.
I'm just like your grandparents. I complain just like your grandmama. Wipe your feet on the rug, all right? Don't be a ninja watcher. Don't be no pocket watcher. You definitely don't want to be a peeping Tom. Y'all know what they do to peeping Toms. All right, this is L.O.T.S approved. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 36. All right, I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. The incomparable, often imitated, never duplicated. Facto.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I think we having problems again on the book.
You think so?
Yeah.
On the book? Because
Yeah.
it shows it's checked off over here.
No, it says
Know what I mean?
it literally says I got say yo, we can't get no pause where I getting a notification for the bot. Yo, we can't get no. I don't know if it's on pause. I'm not sure.
On pause, we got 2 people in the building. You guys let me know where you guys are at. If you guys are on YouTube, if you guys are on Facebook, let me know where you guys
let
are
us
coming
know where
in
you at.
from at, okay? I want to know where you guys are coming in from. Right now, we having some difficulties on Facebook.
You know we've been
And you know I
having
want to
some-
see my Facebook people. It's not going to work.
no excuses,
gonna
even
work.
though we having them thunderstorms and tornadoes and everything down here in South Florida, man. But we still trying to bring it to y'all, man. Regardless, we're gonna bring it to y'all, man. You
So how
see
we
what I'm
looking?
saying?
Did you check out Facebook? Did you check it out?
I'm trying to check and I literally don't see it. I'm trying to see it. I don't see you pop up, my brother.
Hold on. We got to check this out, brother. Check it out. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we on YouTube.
I'm pretty sure we on YouTube also. You feel me? But I can't. I definitely. I'm not seeing.
Yeah,
it
I don't
right
see
now.
nothing. I don't see nothing on Facebook right now.
I don't see nothing on Facebook.
I don't see nothing on Facebook. All right. Listen, man. Once again, looks like we have some technical difficulties, but we're on
Technical
YouTube, and we're going to have to move on
difficulties.
as usual. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though we do be having our Facebook, and I love my people. You know what I mean? Damn, I'm saddened by that. I'm very saddened by that. All right. Planet, introduce yourself for the people, man. Introduce yourself, man.
I goes by the name of Planet. Planet, goddammit, free G5. You already know what time it is. And this is episode number 36. You know what I'm saying? Lots of approved media. Don't shoot the messenger. This is how it's going down. And we appreciate every moment that we're above ground to bring this message to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into what we got to get into, my brother. What is looking
Facts.
like for the day?
This is a colorful week. All right, we got some subjects. Shout out to YouTube world. Shout out to the Twitter world. All right, and also shout out to the Facebook. We're supposed to be on Facebook right now, but once again, we're having some technical difficulties, and we do apologize. We'll see what's going on later. All right. Lil Durk. Shout out to Lil Durk. Lil Durk got his first, number 2. This is the second time he's done it, all right? Lil Durk song, All My Life, J. Cole, featuring J. Cole charting. Number 2 on Billboard ties. It ties Laugh Now, Cry Later. That's another single that Lil Durk had, all right? So it's the second time Lil Durk has hit Billboard. We'll speak about that Lil Durk because Lil Durk is one of the top artists right now, and he's battling with NBA Youngboy. We see what's going on. All right, Nuggets beat the Lakers. You know, we speak about some sports, and we got to talk about LeBron James, etc. ASAP Rocky. Shout out to ASAP Rocky. We seen ASAP Rocky. He was checking niggas in the club. He was throwing. He had a promotional event with him and his wife Rihanna, in which some niggas was fighting, and he had to check them niggas. All right, so shout out to ASAP Rocky.
Right.
Chicago rapper pioneer Lil Jay facing 10 years in the feds for having a firearm with a switch. Y'all know what it is when they put the switch on it, right? It used to go bop bop. Now that should go blah 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 blah. All right, that part. Shout out to my Chicago niggas, drill niggas, all right?
Yeah.
Back to drill. Drill rappers, Sleepy Hollow, Sheff G, recent gang indictment, all right? Sleepy Hollow, Sheff G, we'll go into that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Sean Carter, Beyoncé have just purchased the most expensive home on the in the state of California. Excuse me. We'll go into that, all right? And I definitely want to speak out. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to the Queen. You know what I mean? Beyonce. Rapper and actor Ludacris received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes,
Big up to Ludacris, disturbing of the
Big
peace.
ups.
You know what I mean? Fast and Furious. We're gonna speak about that too. Rick Ross annual car show.
Yeah.
You know we spoke with Gunplay about the car show, and we're gonna speak some more about the car show. All right. What's that about? Rick Ross, Georgia State cannot be stopped. Okay. So you know Rick Ross with the car show, they were trying to stop the car show, the state of Georgia. I guess the neighbors were complaining. All right. In which Rick Ross annual car show in Georgia State cannot be stopped despite Ross said it cannot be stopped despite the permit denial. All right, we'll go into that.
Right.
Rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Rest in peace.
For the most part, rest in peace, Tina. I know it's a lot here, but really I should have stopped and addressed Tina Turner. With all that being said, rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Died at the age of 83. We can get into that. Let's talk about what's love got to do with it in that part. All right. Shout out to Fetty Wap, sentenced to 6 years federal prison for drug trafficking, conspiracy to distribute 50 grams of cocaine, 16 kilos of cocaine, all right? Nicki Minaj, Young Miami 305, accusing her of using her word, some word that's your child. Y'all know how the girls be. Nicki Minaj and Young Miami going at it. I'm a man, we're not going to talk about it, but you know, I'm always wondering why are you ladies beefing? And Young Miami, I don't know. We might not speak about that because I'm just some woman shit, right? All right, Bootsy Badass reportedly building a neighborhood for his family. So shout out to Bootsy with the Bootsy estate because it seems like Bootsy got enough land for everybody. All right, if you didn't know,
man.
shout out to Bootsy.
Shout out to
Bootsy. For the most part, let me see. Prosecutors are seeking a harsher prison term for rapper Tory Lanez after he was convicted on 3 counts related to the 220 shooting of Meg Thee Stallion.
Whoa.
All right. So you see it's getting a little dark. It's getting a little dark for Tory. All right. Defendants conducted an alarming but conscious disregard. Well, all right. That's enough. All right, so we can start off with that. So Tory Lanez was seen leaving out of the courtroom, all right? You guys know Tory Lanez was trying to get his appeal, all right? That's how it goes. You go, you take it to the door, and then you get a appeal after that, right?
Right.
In which I think he was denied the appeal for the most part. But when he left out of the courtroom, I think he was seen saying, and that's probably 2 different judges. The appeal, I don't know if the appeal judge is the same judge that he has. You know what I mean? But he was leaving out the court, pleading himself, talking about, don't do this to me. You probably got a brother like me or a son like me or something to that effect. All right? Well, it seems like they're going to be harsh on Tory Lanez in his sentencing. All right? Let's go a little bit into it. Prosecutors are seeking harsher prison term against rapper Tory Lanez after he was convicted on 3 counts related to 220 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. In a new filing to the court Tuesday, prosecutors laid down what they would believe are the most aggravating factors that would allow for the judge to give Peterson a more severe sentence, writing that defendant's actions also demonstrated a high level of carelessness. A victim began to walk away from the defendant wearing only a bikini and no shoes. Defendant mocked the victim with a dance bitch as he opened fire in her direction. With no justifiable reason, defendant fired not just one, but up to 5 rounds in the direction of the victim in the middle of the residential neighborhood. Prosecutors wrote in the filing. So you see the picture that they're painting of Tory Lanez.
Right.
And like I said, man, at first we was on Megan Thee Stallion's side, and I got to apologize once again. I messed up big. I swear Megan didn't really, and I thought it was, I thought she just was an angry woman, right? Forgive me. Forgive me. I do apologize once again. But for the most part, Tory Lanez, I feel like Tory Lanez, his case is just, I think it's a nail in the casket. I don't think Tory's gonna be able to come out of this, because those type of charges don't really get appealed like that.
Right.
And the way that he carried himself after the charge, you know what I mean, to Meg's defense, the man was super obnoxious, super presumptuous. He thought he was gonna beat the case.
He's the man. He felt like he's the man.
He thought he was the man.
Yeah.
Tory thought he was the man. And like they said, the judge feels like, you know, we can go over it too, because it's the wording that they put, right? Let's go over the wording. Let's go over the wording. All right. There's some words that they use that describe that the defendant's actions also demonstrated a high level of callousness.
Or carelessness.
Callousness. But that's callousness. This is verbatim, not carelessness. It's callousness. As victim began to walk away from the defendant wearing only a bikini and no shoes, defendant mocked the victim with "dance bitch." All right, so it's safe to say that the judge he's convinced. The judge is convinced that this actually took place, that he actually said "dance bitch." So with that being said, when he first said it, it was all in speculation, right? They said it because that's harsh for you to say that to a woman, but it was in speculation. But now that we're seeing it, that the judge is actually, I guess it's set in stone now. So officially, he said "dance bitch." All right. So that's what's hurting. That's what's hurting his case. And there's a lot of other things he was seen fighting. The man punched August Alsina in the face. All right. Paul Bizzle in the building. Yo, Bizzle, let me know something. Are you on Facebook right now? Where you at? Or you on Nah, I see where you at right now. I see where you at. You on YouTube. All right. Because we not on Facebook today. We got more people in the building. You guys, as soon as you guys come in the building, do me a favor. Hit that like button. All right. Right now, we're speaking on Tory Lanez and how Tory Lanez is about to receive a harsh sentencing. All right. Because the judge is not having it. Basically, the judge said that Tory was overkill. It was overkill. And we're not going to dwell too much longer on that because we got a lot of things to talk about today. But for the most part, we'll keep you guys updated on the Tory Lanez case, because Tory Lanez case is going to continue. And man, shout out to Tory Lanez still. Yeah. My brother, you know what I'm saying? We can't, I don't think nobody feels sorry for you. Let's put it like that.
Not at this
point.
But
right shout out to bruh. All right, listen. Yeah. Boom, bop. Let's get to Lil Durk. Shout out to Lil Durk. Big up to Lil Durk. Lil Durk has #2 single on the billboard with J. Cole. All right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Durk. Drill rapper Lil Durk. Big up to Lil Durk.
Shouts out right? Lil Durk, man. Shouts out Lil Durk, man.
Facts, though. Big up to J. Cole. J. Cole, you starting to look. J. Cole, I'm starting to dig your style now. I'm starting to like your music more. Shout out to J. Cole. You're doing that, right? Because you did some shit with Lil Durk and J. Cole verse. I got a little bit of the goosebumps. It was reminiscent of Nas. So shout out to J. Cole. Right. You know what I mean? And J. Cole usually doesn't do it for me. I'm going to be honest with you. He usually doesn't do it for me. But big up to J. Cole. And Lil Durk. This is the second time Lil Durk is on the billboard, all right? He was there for that single and what's the name of the single?
The single was "Laugh Now, Cry Later" single.
Nah, Laugh Not Cry Later. That was the first single that he went number 2 on the Billboard.
This
This
one
is the
is
second
all,
time he
the
went number
second
2 on the
live is
Billboard.
"All My Life." This one is
All My Life. So Lil Durk's single All My Life with J. Cole is number 2 on the Billboard. So this is Lil Durk's second time being on the Billboard. He's a big artist now. Durk is a big deal. All right. As well as NBA Youngboy. You guys know NBA Youngboy and Durk, they got this back and forth going on. But Durk is more of a commercial artist in the sense of Durk got the big labels pushing him and he's going for the big look. NBA Youngboy, on the other hand, contrary to that, he's more like based off his core fan base, YouTube. All right. He doesn't stretch himself thin like that. He don't stretch himself thin. Unlike your boy Durk. Durk is known for collaborating with other artists. So shout out to Lil Durk. And like I said, the single is number 2 on Billboard. This is Lil Durk's second time being on Billboard. The first time was Laugh Now, Cry Later. So it's the second time. Shout out to Durk. That part. One of the better artists in 2000. Lil Durk is one of the better artists, the younger dudes that I rock with. I'm going to be honest with you. All right.
Yeah, shouts out to J. Cole, man, because it's a good look, man. For him definitely doing records with artists like Lil Durk and, you know what I'm saying, this generation's, you know what I mean? These generations captive, what we say, the captive who got the scene right now, you know what I'm saying? The Kodaks and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
The trendsetters.
Yeah.
The trendsetters.
And he has definitely, he stays around because of that, you know what I mean? They actually want this character on this record. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to J. Cole, man. He's a great character in his hip hop game, man. I love seeing him do that, man. I love seeing him do it.
Facts. Damn, we not on Facebook right now. I wish we had more people in the building, but we're gonna still continue as so. All right, let's talk about the we're gonna save that because you know I want to speak about LeBron James. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about ASAP Rocky. All right. Big monster. Shout out to ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. All right. The $1 billion woman. All right. So ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
Baby.
Facts. $1 billion baby. That part. The most she might be considered the most attractive woman in the music industry because everybody wants Rihanna. If you guys don't know, no disrespect to ASAP Rocky, but even women want to sleep with Rihanna. Rihanna has this alluring effect, okay? She's like the moon at night. She controls the tides, okay? She's very alluring. In which she has, obviously she has ASAP Rocky in her trance, right?
Yeah.
He's in a trance. But I've seen a lot of women that are not gay, they're not bi, but have admitted to if Rihanna was to proposition them,
they'll do it.
If Rihanna was to proposition them, they would take her up on that offer immediately, expeditiously, like T.I. say.
Yeah.
All right.
Expeditiously.
Shout out to ASAP Rocky. So listen, ASAP Rocky was in the club with Rihanna and they're doing a promotional event. You already know, big man thing. All right?
Big man thing.
ASAP Rocky, facts though. ASAP Rocky, you know how you style it. And you know ASAP Rocky's still gangster because he's from Harlem, New York, right? And you know, he just caught that gun charge. Allegedly. He caught the gun charge, but allegedly it's definitely not his gun. That wasn't ASAP's gun.
Allegedly.
All right? So now ASAP did an event with Rihanna. This is a promotion event in which they had, right? Two gentlemen got into it looks like an altercation at the event. I don't know if they were arguing. Let's see. Okay, ASAP Rocky heard in the club pressing two gentlemen fighting in the crowd at their promotional party, reminding the gentleman that this is his baby mother Rihanna in the building, alluding to that they should be behaving in her captivating, beautiful, inadvertently blinding presence.
Oh, in her essence.
That's what he said.
In that aura.
You know he's poetic. You know ASAP Rocky's poetic, dog. You know he got the perm. He poetic.
Oh, I would have said. All
right. I added a little bit to it.
I know you.
So listen.
It sounds like something you would have said too.
Yeah, facts though. Now you know it's my verbiage for real.
Yeah.
So boom. So he told the gentleman, yo, y'all need to relax, okay? So don't forget about ASAP Rocky. Listen, man. We got to dispel all the misconception about these niggas that be wearing high fashion and tight clothes and perm hairs and piercings. Niggas will kill you out here, bro. All right? Don't sleep on the Young Thugs and all that. Don't sleep on the ASAP Rockies. These niggas really got charges. You know what I mean? They got gun charges. You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Real thugging out here. Shout out to the ASAP Mob. Shout out to ASAP Rocky. Shout out to Rihanna. That part. L.O.T.S approved media. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 36. It is what it is. All right? We going to do what we do. Came to perform for y'all. All right?
Oh,
yo, so listen, man.
Hold on. You going to inform me about these Chicago rappers?
You want to go into the Chicago? You want to go into the danger zone?
Yeah, go into the danger zone.
You want to go into the Chicago danger zone?
You do that for me because I know you.
You want to go where the bullets fly? Where the bullets ain't got no eyes?
Yeah, where they
scream out, free the guys.
Oh my gosh.
That's the term. Shout out to Chicago. They
say free the guys?
They say free the guys in Chicago.
Wow.
In Chicago, they say free the guys. You know what I mean?
Down here we go.
That part. On the dead homies. That part. Dead homies and all that, bro. Oh, and I ain't no gang. I don't gang bang, but shout out to them though. So once again, listen like this, right? We gonna speak about Chicago rapper and pioneer Lil Jay facing 10 years in the feds for having a firearm with a switch. Y'all know what a switch is? There's a reason why we're making that, right? Are you guys aware of what a switch is, right? Remember back in the days when the gangster before this new gangster, right? Back then. Remember when the guns used to go bow, 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 man down? They don't go like that no more. Them just go. It's called a switch. Yeah. All right? And listen, on a serious note, all jokes aside, Chicago, my Chicago brother, Bethrans, listen, they not playing in Chicago. The feds is out. You guys know. And this is the thing. In hip-hop, we see a lot of people do cases, right? But now the feds have been involved, but they're more involved. I think we all can agree. We see what's going on with Atlanta, right? And it's going to travel over to Chicago, which is in Chicago right now. So with that being said, in Chicago, you guys got to be careful, all right, with these guns and all that. And these cats is doing state time, and then after you leave out of the prison doors, you do all your time. This is what happens. You do all your time in prison, right? Some people got 3 years, some people got 5 years, some people got 10 years, etc. Now, your black ass, you done did your time, you committed to your time. You know what I mean? You laid down, but you stayed 10 toes down, right? You do your time. Now, it's coming towards that time when it's coming to that time about to be released. See, this is the crazy thing when you're locked up. When you're incarcerated, you know what I mean? Shout out to the incarcerated. Shout out to all the people, all my brothers, fallen soldiers, locked in soldiers, you heard? When you're doing time and you have a case that can convert into a federal situation, sometimes they remain state, but some cases can be upgraded to a federal situation.
Yeah, just by that little button on that gun, man. Just by that little button.
Facts. So with that being said, a lot of brothers, when they're about to be released, that's one of your biggest fears. That'll have your heart racing. Like imagine you do all your time. Imagine you laying down. Imagine you just laying down for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You telling your mom. You telling your girlfriend. You telling your kids. You speaking to your kids and you tell them you coming home. Daddy's coming home.
I ain't going back.
Your son's coming home. Your husband's coming home. Your brother's coming home. Because that's what you mean to all these people. And when you leave out the door, you got a little friend waiting on you. When you get released from that prison camp, from your first that plantation, when you get released, there's a gentleman out there waiting for you to take you into another situation, right? So this is what's happening with Lil Jay. So Chicago, you guys gotta be careful right now. All right, things is going federal. And the switch thing is very serious right now. The streets are serious. All right? It's kind of hard to duck when them shits is flying. It's very hard to duck. You see what happens in Miami-Dade County. You seen what happened at that party when cats went to, innocent people get hit when you got that switch. All right. So shout out to Chicago. But adjacent to that, let's stay with that. Let's go to Brooklyn. We're gonna go from Chicago drill, and then we're gonna take it to the Brooklyn drill. All right. Sheff G and Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like you guys know about the Brooklyn drill right now, and you got the Bronx drill and all that.
Yeah.
There was some gentlemen that go by the name of Sleepy Hollow and Sheff G. Now these guys are at the forefront of the drill movement. I got to give them credit. Shout out to them boys. They're at the forefront of the drill movement. But both of these gentlemen are currently incarcerated, all right? In which reports are coming out. All right, Fed transcripts are coming out. Let's go into it. Wait one moment. Let me pull this up. Do you got it there, right? You got to read that something too, like you be scared to read, homie.
No, I ain't scared.
All right, listen.
I was trying to check what's going on Facebook real quick. That's all.
Okay, yeah, check that out. Yo, listen, and share the what's the name? Share the live from the
That's
if you
what
can
I'm-
share it
that's
from
what I'm
here to
doing.
the Facebook.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Facts.
Exactly.
And,
as we
and
speak.
lead them in.
Honestly.
Lead them in. You guys, make sure you guys come to that comment section and leave a comment in the comment section. We call that leaving a fingerprint. Hit the like button. That's called wiping your feet on the rug. Don't be a ninja watcher. You know what I'm saying? Creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher. Don't be no peeping Tom. You know what they do to peeping Toms. And ironically enough, we're speaking about prison. Hello? Don't be no peeping Tom, all right? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, too. Smash that subscription button and subscribe to the channel. All right. Check it. Sleepy Hollow and Sheff G and other alleged gang members use pig Latin to describe crimes. All right, so this is what's going on out here. You got these Brooklyn drill rappers. They're using pig Latin to speak to each other. Now, you guys know on the underground slave movement, you know, we used to speak Swahili and shit like that. So I could dig it. I could dig it. They talking Swahili out here.
I could dig it. I could dig it.
I could dig it.
I could dig that.
But these gentlemen, they felt like, you know what? We got something right next to it, right adjacent to that. Something similar to that. Even better. We got this thing called pig Latin. Now, I know y'all remember in school, we used to be in pig Latin. We used to say idike, bidike, sidike, bidike, and all that, right? I think they put the back end and the front end of the whatever, right? You switch up the syllables, put the back end on the front end and whoop-de-woo. So it looks like these gentlemen, they're currently incarcerated. Shout out to Sheff G. Shout out to Sleepy Hollow. Fire music. You guys get a chance, go on YouTube and check out their music. It looks like they were caught. The feds were hearing them over the phone. I don't know how they came across this information.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was an informant.
Somebody had to tell them about the
Yeah, we're going to break it down. It's hilarious. This is hilarious. All right, this is hilarious. All right, let's talk about it.
This shit ain't funny, but this shit is
Brooklyn
hilarious.
drill rapper Sleepy Hollow Sheff G, recent gang indictment. Sleepy Hollow Sheff G and other alleged gang members use pig Latin to describe their crimes. Okay, so now, this is how it goes. All right, let me try to figure this out. Let me put my thinking cap on. All right,
You put it on.
Chop becomes apche. Chop becomes apche. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Let's say with the chop. You know what I mean? The stick. You know, up north with the chop. The chopper. The apche.
Apche.
So you see what they did, right? They put the chop. So they put the op in the front and they put the CH in the back. Apche. Like chop.
Yeah.
Apche. And they just put che at the end. So they just accent it. All right? See, we figuring it out. All right, so boom. Right? So boom. So they say, excuse me, I bit my lip. All right.
Yeah.
So they say chop becomes apche.
Yeah, you gonna bite your lip trying to talk this language. You gonna bite your lip. I'm talking this.
I'm speaking pig Latin, y'all, and I'm biting my lip trying to speak pig Latin. That's what happens. Okay, apche. Apche. All right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm speaking pig Latin. Give me a chance. Listen. All right? Here we go right here. So apche is chop.
Right.
We got that clear. All right? And shot is atshagada. So shot. So listen, so this is what happens. Wait, we gotta dissect this on me. All right, so O-T-S-H-A-G-A. See the agade? That's just to throw them off. The agade, that's just the accent.
That threw me off too.
That's what I'm saying. It's just throw it off. The average person, right?
Oh,
You the average just throwing me off. Okay, throw me off. So listen, right? So boom, here we go. Apche. So okay, so atshigity. So that's shot. So you know shot, S-H.
Yeah.
S-H. So if you say shot, you're gonna put the S-H on the back, and the OT at the front. Shiggity. And the shiggity, that's just flim flam, all right? That's boo game right there. So this is what's going on, man. Shout out to them. And we had to do our forensics. Shout out to Sheff G. Shout out to Sleepy Hollow. Freedom boys. You heard? And for the most part, my G's, let's switch it up. Let's find a new language and start a whole new language, because that definitely was not going to work. And whoever idea was to use that language, bro, I think you guys, there's got to be some reprimandment for that, all right?
Yeah.
But you guys handle that. That's in-house business. In-house business. So that's enough of the drill rappers, you know what I mean? We'll be back on that, all right? That's enough drill rappers. Going to something, what else we got here? You want to speak about LeBron? Do we want to just go into sports right now?
We could go into
and just cut to the chase?
We could go into sports.
And how LeBron is screaming he want to retire? Do we want to cut to the chase?
That's after LeBron is screaming he want to retire after the Nuggets beat them 4-0 to send him home. That's why he's speaking on retirement right now.
LeBron is screaming retirement. So what you trying to say? He's retiring?
Hey, I'm saying, shouts out to the Nuggets, man.
No, repeat that for what you just said.
Yeah, the Nuggets beat them boys 4-0.
The Nuggets beat who 4-0?
The Lakers.
The Lakers, okay.
And the Brow. LeBron and the Brow.
Facts.
The Brow.
Facts.
You feel me? The beat
so
them
you said
boys.
on the heels of that, that's what caused the man to say, you know what? I'm entertaining retirement. Is that what you're saying?
He's just entertaining it, but I don't really think he's gonna do it, bro, because he's trying to actually play in the game before his son. He's trying to play with his son before he leave the game. That's how I feel with this man. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dan. He said he want to retire because he the flop king. Yeah,
he is the flop king. You ain't see how much time that you could blow on that man, and that man go, "Oh, ref, what happened, ref?"
The man's the flop king. Then be flopping around.
That man got 4-0. Now his pride is hurt. Now that man is feeling like he trying to supposedly LeBron friends. He want to scare them and be like, "Oh, I think I might retire next year." Oh no, LeBron screaming retirement.
He's actually screaming retirement. Nah, but this is the irony though. This is the irony though, because I don't think LeBron. This is kind of contradicts what he said, because he said, Let me get this right, because I know this is his whole plight. This is the reason why LeBron is not leaving the NBA as of yet. We understand that he
give me the juice. Give me the juice,
reason.
brother.
No, it's not no juice. This is something that he's always said. It's no secret.
Make sense.
It's no secret. Listen. He said that he wants to play in the NBA with his son
before he leaves.
So you familiar with the story?
Yes.
Before he leaves the NBA, he wants to play with his son. That's his plan.
Yeah.
So LeBron cannot retire then. He cannot retire. Because Bron just signed to USC. Yeah. And I know LeBron, Bron probably going to do like 2 years, maybe a year or
at
two.
Least.
And he's going to come to the NBA.
At least two. Two. If he don't
so
do
this
one,
is what it
at
is.
least two. Right.
So LeBron James rumors of retirement circulating on the net after recent loss to the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. So you know what it is, all right? And that's enough of that. Shout out to LeBron James, all right? Even though he's a crybaby, I'll admit he's a crybaby.
What are he gonna do tonight, man? I hope Heat sending Boston boys home tonight too, bro.
The Heat, you already know.
We can't say we already know, man. It's been tenuous. I love my boys and all, man, but we had 3-2. We had them 3-0 up until the other night. Now we 3-2. Boy, it's gonna. We playing tonight, man. I hope we send them boys home tonight, man. That's all I can say.
It's not. It's you know the probability. Like let's be
probabilities
real. Let's be real.
I
think it's safe to say. I think it's safe to say that we probably could start partying right now.
Dog, we got too much Orbia people down here, dog. We don't know what could go down here, dog. We got Orbia, we got Roots, we got everything down here. You feel me? So we don't know what's gonna happen now.
Voodoo and all that. You know what I mean?
We got everything
Miami, we got
down
Voodoo, we got Voodoo, we got Santa Maria.
Santa
you know what I mean? We got Orbia.
We got Orbia, we got everything, dog. You see what I'm saying?
So we're gonna bring you the Orbia. We definitely gonna bring you the Voodoo on the Zoe side.
You see.
And then we're going to bring our Chicos.
Yeah.
We're going to bring that Santa Maria.
And them y'all are going to bring the Orbia for them.
Bring the Santa Maria for them.
And the African are going to bring some black magic for them blows and skirts.
Facts. Whatever it takes, but we will win. We will be triumphant.
Hey man,
Just know that.
I'm about to
Miami will be triumphant.
about to spill
Just know
some
that.
chicken blood on the ass right now.
Facts. So now, so we was up 3-0. So now it's 3-2.
Yeah,
Let's be real. All right.
Yeah.
Let's be real. The probability of them
It's
actually winning is very
Boston winning is very
slim.
it's very slim. If Boston
slim.
winning is very slim. But
very slim.
we already know in life there's always a chance, brother. You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you something.
But
I would entertain the thought that you just said that. I entertain the thought. There is a chance that they can win. But like I said, it's probability. I said thin chance.
yes,
But
then.
keep in mind, these are professional athletes. They get paid a lot of money. And on any given night, any one of them can give each other a bad day.
Right.
On any given night. They're all considered sleeping giants for the most part. Because they're professional at what they do.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
at least,
so
we
there's
at
a
least
pot- but-
thought
but
LeBron
guess
was finna
what?
get one.
But guess what? This is what I'm saying. Forget all that, what I just said and all that motivational shit.
Yeah.
They ain't winning shit.
Okay.
Facts, though. L.O.T.S approved media, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Down with them. Down with Boston, boy. Hey, yo, Boston.
Yeah.
Boston. Stop it.
Stop
All right?
it. Stop it.
Our next stop, the Heat's next stop is at the finals.
Yeah.
All right? That part.
Yeah.
Be smart. Boston, stop it. You know, I don't even rock with Boston, boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Boston Massive, but we don't rock with Boston. And let me say something about Boston, too. This is why I got beef with Boston. All right? This is why I got beef with Boston. People from Boston take sports too serious.
Yeah.
Okay? The Boston fans are very,
boy.
very, very serious.
They
okay?
very serious, bro.
It's embedded in their culture. They learn this in their schools. I'm telling you, a Boston person, if you talk about sports with a Boston person, it's gonna be like damn near you about to get into a fight. And I'm speaking about the pride of them. They go too far with it. I ain't gonna lie. I would lump one of y'all over the head. I'm telling you, if I be around any Boston people and y'all come with that sports rhetoric, I love sports, but not to the point that I'll step to somebody. I mean, I love sports too,
Right.
but not to the point where I would step to somebody. They do that. All Boston fans, you know, the New England Patriots and all of that. They're those are the diehard fans. All right, and that's why I don't like them. All right, so enough with that. Yo, listen. We spoke about LeBron. What's next on the table, though, champ?
Nah, man, we got which one? We got Ludacris we could do.
Now listen,
Oh,
Ludacris,
no.
but I
Oh,
want to
we-
give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to what's the name? Well, big
Who
up.
that?
Well, big up to Ludacris.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ludacris. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Exactly.
Ludacris.
That's what
I
I
would
was
say
about to-
former rapper, but he's still a rapper. Go ahead, champ. What you saying?
still do his thing. No, I was about to. No, go
Okay.
ahead. Proceed, brother.
Not former rapper. I was about to say former rapper.
Right.
Don't forget, Ludacris still rap. Y'all don't act like Ludacris still don't rap. Don't act like that. Don't do that. Ludacris still raps. All right? In which now Ludacris received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm going to speak about that, but I don't want to piss on his parade. You know what I mean? We're going to give him his flowers first.
Right.
Let's do this the right way. Let's just be cordial. Don't shoot the messenger. Episode number 36. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger. We're going to be kind, right? First.
As
Shout out
usual.
to Ludacris. That's a great accomplishment, my brother.
As
That's an
usual.
honorable accomplishment. You're part of one of the biggest franchises known to Hollywood.
Yeah.
The franchise is called Fast and the Furious. All right? Shout out to Ludacris. That's an amazing transition from your rap career, which I consider you left a great legacy in the rap game, and you need to come back in some way, shape, or form. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. Bah! All right? Shout out to Fast and Furious, the franchise, in which Paul Walker, the rest in peace Paul Walker. If Paul Walker couldn't be there, the next best thing, his brother was there kneeling beside him by the star. Shout out to him.
Shouts out.
Big up to
Rest
them.
in peace, Paul Walker. Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Paul Walker and all that. You know what I mean? And Ludacris, man. Big things for you, Ludacris. Big things. Okay? Now, Planet, you think that's enough? Did I give him enough flowers?
Yeah, you can give him enough flowers.
I'm safe?
Now,
I'm
You're
safe?
safe. You're very safe right now. Now, kick
All right.
down some doors for me.
With that being said,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Those Hollywood Walk of Fame stars must be cheaper than a motherfucking hooker on motherfucking 79. I'm trying to tell you, man. Dog, anybody can have one of those stars. Am I being harsh here? Because I see a lot of people popping up with these Hollywood stars. People that shouldn't have those stars. Somebody needs to inform me what is the prerequisite to having one of those Hollywood stars? No discredit to Ludacris because he had a great career, but we're talking about the star itself. What makes the Hollywood star so? What does it make it so? What makes the Hollywood star so prestigious? I understand the nostalgia as people, as us being civilians. Yeah, when we see it at home, it's amazing. Us, the people that sit home on our couches, we're looking at like, wow, he got a Hollywood. They gave him a whole star, like they put that in the ground for him.
Yeah,
like people walk, or his name is next
I think
his
you
name
gotta
next to
actually
Eddie
put
Murphy.
your bid in. I think you actually got to pay a
Tell me.
down payment. I think you got to actually put a down payment for people to vote for you.
It's voting. Now let me tell you something. If you're saying that, that gives it more credence as to it's more honorable. If you're saying that the people are voting it, but what else is the prerequisites? Because I don't know what the prerequisites is.
It's whatever basically whoever registered that year.
But I was told that you
If
can
you're
buy
in,
one.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. You basically paid for your slot.
So you buy those stars.
You're paying for your slot to get voted for.
Okay. Wait, because you know this more than me, obviously, right? Because I don't know. I hear that you pay for it. So you're saying you pay for the slot, and then the people vote on it.
Yes, I'm paying for my voting slot. So if I'm in a slot next to the cheesiest people for the year, and I'm the hottest thing in the voting box for the year, only thing you know in the box is Ludacris. You understand what I'm saying? Who else is your competitors in that box? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, all right, put it like this. Say, all right, Jay-Z is in that box.
And we're going to go into Jay-Z after you say that. Cause
all right, okay. Say Jay-Z is in that box, right?
Go ahead, yeah.
And then we got, I'm trying to see who I could
name
say.
anybody. Name any little...
Uncle Luke. Jay-Z and Uncle Luke.
Facts.
Both of them bought slots for the star of Hollywood fame.
Yes, I get you.
Right?
Get you.
Now we're voting to see who's going to be on this Walk of Fame.
So you know what I'm saying, any local, this is what I'm trying to say. So you're telling me any local joker, if he has the voting power and he can afford it, he could be sitting next to somebody somebody of the like a Denzel Washington,
Michael Jackson, and all
Michael
those.
Jackson,
yes,
if you will.
yes.
So any local joker could be right next to Michael Jackson.
Yes. That Hollywood star walk is full of local jokers. You feel me?
Bullshit, just like I thought. Bullshit.
It just started getting better and better over the years because people remember social media starts paying attention to these things. So now you just can't walk up and have these things now.
I get it.
It's the Beyoncé's is getting the acclimates ahead of time. You feel me? Look how long it took this guy.
Tell me no more. Listen, say less. You put me on, and I'm gonna go with what you're saying.
No,
I know it's some bullshit out there. I don't know what's going on, but that Hollywood walk. Nonetheless, with all that being said, shout out to Ludacris and his new awarded Hollywood Walk of Fame. All right, cool to see you, bro. You did that. You know what I mean? You got part of a franchise. I like that. I like to see that, Luda. And I like the way Luda is transitioning with his career. I like the way his career is evolving. Ludacris is a great example of a hip-hop artist, all right? That's LL Cool J is another great example of a hip hop artist. These are the artists that have transitioned from the music art form, and they're recognized in other arenas in the same, if not greater, effect than their actual musical careers. All right? So we gotta commend them. Much props to LL Cool J. Big up to Ice-T, that part. Big up to Ludacris. Big up to Tyrese, the R&B singers too. Big up to 50, you know what I mean, and Woo-de-Woo. Big up to everybody that transitioned from music and actually was successful.
From music into moguls. You know what I mean?
They're not really moguls because LL Cool J is not no mogul. LL's not a mogul. You see, you always throwing some next to argue.
Let me tell you why.
He's not a mogul.
LL ain't no mogul, but he's a trendsetter. That nigga lick his lips too much. That's why.
Well, I like at least you agreed with. Okay, he's not a mogul. None of them niggas, I believe. Ludacris is not even a mogul. Well, he was, but that shit failed. The Disturbing the Peace. Ludacris is not a mogul. LL is not a mogul. What other rapper?
He's part of a franchise.
Shout out to the original one. Who's the originator of all that rapping? Who is the originator of rapping and turning into an actor and is the most successful? You my dog. Come on, man.
Oh man, who is that?
Come on, man. Answer the question, bro. And please don't take long. I'm gonna give you like 3 seconds. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds.
You answer for me. You done got me. You stumped me.
Come on, man. Will Smith.
Oh, come on, man. That was the
Dog,
that
Will
was
Smith.
the easiest one. But man,
that's why I thought you was gonna get it.
Man, that was one of them stump ones though, man. I thought you was trying to throw one of them.
Come on, I thought you was gonna get it. Ludacris, that part.
Parents just don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
That part. I think I could box Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Shout out to, and big up to Will Smith too. You know what I mean? And even though Will Smith be doing some weird shit in Hollywood, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we're not gonna go into that, right? Nah, we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that door closed, right? Yeah. We're gonna keep moseying on down the hallway. We ain't see that. So guess what? That. Shout out to Will Smith, one of the most evolved. I don't even want to use that word evolved. The most successful rapper turned actor. All right. Shout out to Ice Cube.
Oh yeah.
Shout out, there's a lot of brothers that transition from rap into acting, and they're super successful. Yeah. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. That part. Now, this is the moment I was waiting for too. I want to speak about something too, because I like to celebrate greatness. If you guys know me, I like to celebrate greatness. I'm always gonna give people the accolades. I'm always gonna give people their flowers like Nori do on Drink Champs, right? But we ain't got no flowers to give y'all like they be giving y'all. So we giving y'all verbal flowers. Y'all know me. I love to recognize people because when I have accomplishments, when me and Planet have accomplishments, we like to be recognized. Hello. We want to be recognized.
I'm here.
We here. Don't just walk by us and act like we ain't them niggas. You heard? That part. You heard? Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 36. All right? I am L.O.T.S approved. Incomparable. Often imitated. Cannot be duplicated. And that is my partner in crime, my PNC. All right? Planet God damn it. And we here.
Yeah.
So once again, let's speak about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Let's go there. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. All right, listen. Jay-Z has purchased the biggest estates in California.
Wow.
Jay-Z has purchased the biggest estate in California. And that's his second property now. He has 2 big estates in California. This is the second one. All right, let's go into it. This is the second estate. He has one, I believe, in Malibu. But nonetheless, we'll go over it. We'll go. I got this written down. We'll go over it. I can't do Jay like that. And B, all right? We always gonna celebrate black excellence here. We are always gonna celebrate black excellence here. This is where it's at. All right? You guys are always gonna get that perspective. Though I'm not a biased person, right? Very unbiased. It's just like journalism. We're very unbiased. But I'm always gonna give y'all a perspective on black excellence. That's part of our show. All right? So listen. Jay-Z, Sean Carter, and Beyonce have just purchased the most expensive home ever in the state of California. worth a king's ransom of $200 million. Facts though. All right. So now they actually got a deal. The home was quietly listed for a whopping $295 million. All right. So you know Jay got that businessman je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? That's a businessman. All right. So guess what? Do you hear that? It was appraised for $295 million. No, this is not a real estate course, but it's also not rocket science. All right. I'm trying to get y'all to understand the movements that Jay made. He bought a mansion, the biggest estate. Jay has the biggest estate in California. Shout out to Ricky Rose with the biggest pool in the East Coast. Shout out to Ricky Rose. Yeah. I use that as a what's a segue. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, fact though. Shout out to Ricky Rose. All right. But now Jay seems like he's done it too. And big up to Bootsy. We're gonna speak about Bootsy too. We're gonna speak about black excellence. We're gonna speak about the people that are actually buying, are purchasing the biggest properties in America. We have black men purchasing the biggest properties in America. That's it. So now let's go back to it. My man Jigga. And we're going to call him Sean Carter right now. All right?
Call that man Sean Carter.
All right? You got to speak to niggas. You got to call niggas by their full name when they're billionaires. All right? So now, Sean
Mr.
Carter and
Sean
Beyonce
Carter
have just purchased the most expensive home ever in the state of California worth a king's ransom of $200 million. They actually got the deal. The home was quietly listed for a whopping $295 million. The home is the second purchase in the state of California. In 2017, they purchased a Bel Air mansion. Excuse me. They ain't buy, it's not a crib in Malibu. It's Bel Air. All right. Excuse me. Sorry, Jay. Sorry, B. All right. This is black excellence. Let's get it right. So you already know. All right. They have another crib in Bel Air. And you see how this works? It's not by we was just talking about Will Smith.
We just talking about that boy.
You see how this works, all right? So we speaking about Bel Air.
So he's the king of Bel Air, not the prince.
He's the king. He's actually the prince of Bel Air. He's actually the king of Bel Air. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jay is the. I like that. Jay is the king of Bel Air. Yeah. So shout out to Will Smith. Will Smith, actor turned rapper turned actor. He got M's too. He got money too. But Jay actually has a house in Bel Air. I don't even know if Will Smith has a crib in Bel Air. But if he doesn't, he should just go If Will Smith doesn't have a home in Bel Air, he should just go purchase it for no reason. Just purchase a home there and just keep it there. Because you're the Prince of Bel Air. Hello.
Straight up.
So to have a crib in Bel Air. All right, so now.
What is wrong with them? You're the Prince of Bel Air. Say hi.
Okay, so boom. In 2017, all right, they purchased a Bel Air mansion worth $88 million, then pumped millions into pushing it over $100 million. So now, not just a home that he bought for $200 million, which was actually appraised at $290 million. All right, clean. He bought the home for like 2/3 of actually what it was actually worth. You know what I mean? 1/3 difference. All right. He also has another home in which he purchased for $88 million in Bel Air, where Will Smith used to live with Uncle Phil and them. All right, and Carlton. All right, and the cute girl too. Yeah, we was the same age back. Ashley, where Ashley used to be. All right, and I forgot what the sister, etc. And Jeffrey. Yeah, I know it. I know them. I know the show. So now Jay-Z has a home that already in Bel Air that's $88 million, in which he pumped a lot of M's into it. He pumped millions into it. So Jay-Z's home in Bel Air is now worth $100 million. So you see where I'm going with it. So let's think. Hello, this is not rocket science. Imagine what he's gonna do with this other home. Look at the. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's not one home. It's two homes he has.
He has two homes in the state of California. One of them is in Bel Air, as we just stated. Jay-Z has another home in Bel Air, and then he has another home in the state of California,
and that's over 100.
The one in Bel Air is $88 million. The other home is worth $200 million. No, it's worth $295 million, in which he purchased it for $200 million.
The house that was worth $88,
he pumped millions into that Bel Air house.
Pushed it over to 100.
Yes.
Pushed it over.
Yes, man. Yes.
This man has, wow.
You know what I mean? And he upped the price. He upped the price of the
Yes.
property. So you guys see what's going on. So not just you guys, what I'm trying to paint you guys, it's not just luxury that I'm trying to show you guys. If you guys think I'm just talking about luxury and stuff like that, yeah. But no. That's not what I'm just speaking about when I'm speaking about luxury. I'm actually referring to what we are doing when we purchasing these big homes, what Rick Ross is doing. You see when Ross purchased that big home, right? You know he shot the movie Coming to America 2 there, right? Ross shot the movie Coming to America 2 there, right? And also the car show is going to be at the mansion, the Promise Home, right? So Ross is making money off of the mansion. This is the Evander Holyfield mansion. The biggest pool on the East Coast. Hello. Fat Boy got the biggest pool on the East Coast. All right. And he's having that car show there. All right. So what I'm trying to show you is Fat Boy's making money off of his property. So they're buying these big lavish purchases, but they're also creating revenue off of their purchases. So some people would think that what they're doing was stupid. Like, why you buying a big ass house? You can't even sleep in all those rooms. Yo, let people live. And I love the way Fat Boy doing it. He has a plan behind it. So same way with Jay-Z. Jay-Z pumped millions into that home, which the home is praised more, right? So what you think he's going to do with that home that's worth $295 million? Imagine when Jay-Z and Beyoncé is done with it. And excuse me, B, I'm sorry, B. Because we keep mentioning Jay-Z, but we're forgetting Beyoncé, all right? So that's their home. So imagine when they pump into that home, how much that home is actually going to be, all right? So they're pumping into their investment. They're investing into their investments. All right,
that's what they're doing. Just from there walking into that home and purchasing it, it went up in value.
Well, you ain't lying, because there's probably a certain mystique that's going to come with that home now, because people going to realize that they live there.
Same way Rose Bought Evander Holyfield's estate.
Yeah, that's true.
You
that's
understand
true.
What I'm saying?
You're right. I see what you're doing. You're right.
So
you're right, because there's a certain thing that comes with it now. Now it's legendary. It's legendary now, so it has a certain nostalgia with it too, because it's gonna remind you. It's gonna, in life, when we was kids, we seen certain things as we was kids, and these things appeared to be lavish to us and very expensive, and we knew we couldn't afford it, nor could our parents provide it for us. So these things, as we get older, and once we're able to acquire money and we're able to create enough revenue to purchase these things, these are the first things that we go for. So that's why I agree with you.
Very true.
I agree with you 1,000,000%. All right. So with that being said, shout out to Jay-Z, shout out to Beyonce. Big things. Jay-Z, Sean Carter, Beyonce, big things. Big home. $295 million with the other home, worth over $100 million. That's $400 million in property in America. Property is where it's at. All right. So Jay is adding to his portfolio with mega mansions. You gotta love it. All right. So now, moving on, Planet. Moving on, Planet. God damn it. Hold on.
So you want to go into the since we was already dabbling with Rose?
Yeah, stick with Ross.
Yeah, we can stick with Ross.
All right, man. Shout out to Maybach family. Shout out to Maybach Music. Shout out to my nigga Gunplay. All right. Shout out to my nigga Breed. All right. Shout out to Kano. Your family. Real talk. All right. What was gonna speak about the
annual car show.
Yeah. I had to think about it because Ross, I'm not gonna lie, Ross got so much things going on right now. Rick Ross got so much things going on the internet right now. I had to actually think of what we was gonna speak about.
Yeah.
All right, but I got it right here. Listen, Rick Ross annual car show at Georgia State cannot be stopped despite permit denial. Okay. Okay. It looks like he hired 20 times more security for the event. Basically, he just made the proper adjustments, taking into consideration his neighbors, all right? So this is what's happening. So Ross is facing some type of, he was, because this is the mighty Rose. He was. It's past tense, all right? He got it. But there was some type of discrepancy going on with the neighbors. This is what happens when you're doing events like this, especially when you're a person that's being proactive. The things that Ross is doing has never been done before, all right? So he has a property to do it. So with that being said, let me see here. All right, taking into consideration, and that's enough with that. So the show will go on. And hopefully you guys, when that show takes place, we probably can get Gunplay or get somebody. I'm speaking a little bit fast, but Gun, of course, is going to come back. Hopefully we get some. Maybe we get Kano or Gunplay to speak on the car show. Because I do want some insight. I actually want to know what's going on with that car show, and who better to give me that insight other than Kano and Gunplay. All right. Facts. All right. So with that being said, also new news. This is something I never knew, but I seen Rick Ross alluding to this. All right. Rick Ross running for mayor of Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Also, he said he didn't want to slander any other candidates.
Yeah.
So any other candidates. So you guys see Ross is planning on. All right. Hold on, man, because that's big. We can't just run over that. We got to slow down. All right. You guys, every day I'm hustling. I think I'm Big Meech. Wing stops and checkers. All right. Carrot City Cartel. The guy with the beard. He's talking about running for mayor of Atlanta. And he did it in a classy way because they tried to, you know how politicians are. They kind of like shovel dirt on each other. All right. In which Ross took the high road. I commend Fatboy. He took the high road, all right? Rick Ross took the high road. If you guys don't know, Rick Ross is running for mayor of the city of Atlanta, Georgia, all right? And he took the opportunity to show his class, in which he took the high road when he was presented with a question about his potential competitors, candidates, other candidates that would be running against him. He looked like he had some things to say. He had some things to say, obviously, but he took the high road. He took the classy route. So shout out to Fatboy. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rick Ross. And big up to MMG. And we want to see you be president, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take it from Carol City to the rap game, from Wingstop to sitting in that seat, bro. And who knows where he going to go with that. Can't put nothing against Fatboy, all right? He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, man.
All right. That's enough of that.
Enough of that.
What else we got there?
We got
something else.
We got Fetty Wap sentence 6 years.
Okay, running through it. All right, so Fetty Wap sentence. You guys, shout out to Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap has been sentenced to 6 years, all right, in federal prison. If you guys go on my not Instagram, go on my YouTube page. You guys see I got some shorts on Fetty Wap. If you guys want to see some updates, because I keep updates on Fetty Wap, because I think Fetty Wap is Zoe. I think for those who are concerned, I think Fetty Wap is Zoe. Shout out to Zoe. All right, because I see him referring to himself as a Zoe, and I seen him wearing his Haitian flag around his head. So big up to Fetty Wap. But Fetty Wap is going to be doing some time. All right? Fetty Wap has been fighting his case. He's been locked up, and it seems like he's finally gotten his sentencing. Fetty Wap is going to be doing 6 years in federal penitentiary. This
500
is
grams. They said he got caught with 500 grams.
Right. Break it down. Do you want to read it
Said
out?
he got 500 grams of cocaine, which turns out to be a half a key of product in New York. That's what they say. Go ahead, run down.
Something of 16 kilos. Don't forget that.
Right.
All right, don't forget that, because it's not just a half a key that took him down. He's responsible for 16 kilos.
That was the bigger part of the coalition. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was
I
the
guess
bigger,
all the parties involved, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But he personally got caught with 500 G's, a half a brick on him.
Okay.
Right.
Let's go into it. Hold on. Let's talk about it. Okay. Fetty Wap sentenced to 6 years federal prison for drug trafficking, conspiracy to distribute 50 grams as well as 16 kilos. All right? And I'm not going to go too deep into it, but just know this, right? This is the man that sung Trap Queen. I'm dead serious, man.
I say, hey, baby, hello.
This is the man that sung Trap Queen. This is hard to believe at times, you know? And I got to be a little bit light on him.
Yeah.
Same time, you can't be so judgmental. This is not about beating down Fetty Wap. You know what I mean? We listen to his music. But we still don't shoot the messenger. I just come to bring you the message. All right? So this is the man that sung Trap Queen. This is the man that had multiple singles on the radio. It seemed like at one point, everything that Fetty Wap dropped was on fire.
Right.
It was like everything.
Every
Fetty
feature
Wap
he
was the
doing.
go-to. He was the go. Every feature, it was fire. He was the go-to guy, and he actually worked his move. Fetty Wap actually was able to work his style into the industry to the point where he had a go-to style. He kind of was like he kind of was reminiscent to T-Pain. And I'm not speaking about auto-tune. I'm just talking about the ability to come up with a catchy hook and be that artist that could catapult another artist who needs that look, who needs that trampoline, right?
I can agree.
So he was the go-to artist.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap was the go-to artist at one point.
Yeah, in his career at that time. Yeah.
Big. He had a big career. In my regards, I feel like he had a big career, to be honest with you. So to see him fall from grace, I hate to see that, bro. I literally hate to see that, you know. But at the same time, I can't be so selfish because God takes us down certain paths, right? Let Fetty Wap tell it. Fetty Wap probably tell him, like, if Fetty Wap could hear me right now, he probably like, oh, you judging me, you don't know my life. And you're right, Fetty Wap, I don't.
I know. I figure once after you create, just like you were saying, he was one of them go-to artists, and everybody was at his door and everything. I think once you get a hold of that lifestyle and that money, and you're not making that money how you used to, you got to try to upkeep it. Something your ego and your mindset gonna make you want to just try to upkeep it any way you can.
That was the issue with Fetty Wap.
You know what I mean?
Fetty Wap, okay, so Fetty Wap kind of like, he gave us the scenario of how he fell from grace financially, right? Mm-hmm. So Fetty Wap, from his mouth, Fetty Wap said in which, as his career was progressing, he noticed that his show money was getting lower, meaning the offers, they were offering him less for shows. Now, there's rumors that Fetty Wap was buying people all types of lavish gifts.
Right.
Fetty Wap was somewhat like, I'm not going to say MC Hammer, shout out to MC Hammer, but it seems like he squandered a lot of his money, right? If I'm speculating, who knows? But this is what I heard. Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't.
But I think he kind of agreed to that too. But Fetty Wap spent a lot of his money, all right? So Fetty Wap lived that life in which his money started to dwindle. It started to trickle. You know what I mean? And I guess he couldn't hit the brakes. All right? And he said that his show money kept getting lower. So he went from $50,000 a show, and it kept dropping, and it kept dropping, and it kept dropping. And I guess before he noticed it was too late. So you got to think about it, ladies and gentlemen, when you live in this lifestyle, when you come across lavish things, for those that know, you come across lavish things, the rise, the ascension into success is great. It's a great feeling. It's very exciting. But on the way back down, it's so hard to deal with. Because
fall from grace.
Your money, when you look, fall from grace. When you look at your money, see, money's a thing like this, right? You might not be broke today, but the way that you're carrying yourself, the way that you're spending your money, you eventually will become broke. But most of us can't see 2-3 years ahead. Because you have to plan out your future. But then if you're getting money from everywhere, but you're not really noticing that, damn, that 50,000 turned to 40,000. That 40,000 turns to 30,000. You're not really noticing before it's too late, right? I'm not going to go into economics with everybody, but I'm just saying, when you have money and you start going down, it's hard to hit the brakes because you're used to lavish things.
Right.
People that have money, when you have money, you're used to having certain things. Your slippers gotta be Gucci. Right. You know what I mean? Your cologne, your t-shirt gotta be Polo. You don't wear certain type of t-shirts. You're not wearing the corner store t-shirts no more. You wearing the form fitting t-shirts, the Calvin Klein and the Polo, right? You eating at the best places. When you don't got money, sometimes you got a budget. You got to go eat a lunch special
or a Lunchable.
You feel me? Or a Lunchable. You see? So it's a hard transition on the way down. I think that's what Fetty Wap felt. I think Fetty Wap couldn't hit the brakes because you know the lifestyle. So in which Fetty Wap went to allegedly selling drugs, keys of cocaine, right? A syndicate, what have you. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But it's all because the man couldn't. He wasn't humble enough to fall from grace. And I'm not throwing those stones at him because I'm not even humble at times when it comes to certain things like that. I like my life a certain way. There's certain things, certain luxuries that I like. And I be having to slow down sometimes. Because sometimes you used to work, you used to live in a certain quality of life. Right? And that's what Fetty Wap faced. All right? So we're not going to dwell too long on that. But shout out to Fetty Wap. You know what I mean? Shout out. That's sad, bro. That's sad. Yeah. But he will be home 6 and hopefully get his music cracking because I don't know why he wasn't releasing music. That's something else anyways. Let's get to that. Beyond the sadness, Fetty Wap, get back to your music, homie. Fetty Wap, get back to your music. When you touch down, bro, get back to your music, bro. That's really what we concerned about anyways. And that was really the issue because your music slowed down too. Because the bag slowed down, but I wasn't hearing you on no features no longer either. So I don't know if there was some contractual things that was going on that was preventing you from releasing music. But when you come back, brother, you need to be back on your music. We want to hear music from Fetty Wap. That part.
Straight up.
All right. What we got here, Chan? What we got here? Whoa. Baby, calm down. All right. I'm not going into I don't even want to speak about the girl thing. All right. And back, we should have did this adjacent to that. Shout out to Bootsy. Bootsy time. We gonna jump over this. Shout out to Bootsy Badass for building the whole neighborhood in his backyard.
Bootsy Estates for real, man. The
big up to Bootsy Estates. And I should have said that adjacent to the last conversation, right?
That should have been with the Rosses and
with the Rosses and all that, and the Holmes and all that.
Yeah,
shout out to Bootsy. But we did say, I said I was gonna mention it towards the end. So Bootsy, you guys see, Bootsy's he has an estate, all right? Bootsy's always talking about his estate. Shout out to Bootsy Badass. He has an estate. He calls it an estate. This man has an estate, all right? In which you see the backyard. He's building basketball courts. He's building volleyball courts.
Straight up.
He's building all type of courts. He probably even has a go-kart course, in a golf course. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he has enough room for these things.
Yeah.
So now, your boy Bootsy, Mr. Vlad TV Bootsy, all right? They think that I'm crazy, but I know I'm not crazy. All right? Bootsy is building a neighborhood in his backyard. Literally, Bootsy Badass is building a neighborhood in his backyard.
Yeah.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Bootsy, big shout out to Bootsy Badass. Who you know is building a neighborhood in their backyard. Shout out to Rollo because he's coming home because he owned his own compound. All right? But Bootsy is building his own home. What you think about that?
Oh, it's wonderful, man. I know each
Give
one of his
flowers.
kids.
Give him his flowers.
Each one of his kids gonna have and each one of his kids got a block on his estates. Each one of the little streets on the estates is named after one of his kids.
I noticed that. So, like Planet said, Bootsy's gonna be naming the blocks after his kids. All right, he's building a whole neighborhood behind his house. All right, shout out to Bootsy, man.
That's beautiful, man.
Yo, Bootsy, you doing it big, homie. That's big, man. Brother. But Bootsy, same way with you, man. I gotta say this, man.
Oh Lord, here you go.
I gotta say it. Don't shoot the messenger, Bootsy. Don't shoot the messenger.
Please.
Bootsy, please don't shoot the messenger, bro. Facts though. Hey, Bootsy Boo, listen, bro. You got an estate, right? That's a big property. But I'm left here scratching my head right now. How is Bootsy buying a whole neighborhood? Like, really, let's think about it. I don't see Jay-Z with whole neighborhoods. I don't see Rick Ross with whole neighborhoods. I don't see Will Smith with whole. I don't see Puffy with no. Do I have to keep mentioning people that don't have whole neighborhoods?
Hey, we ain't dry snitching either, man. This is not.
Well, nah. Listen, I wouldn't even say. I didn't even say that. I see where you going with it, right? And I know he wouldn't be that stupid, because boy, you can't tell me the music is buying you. And where is he? Where does Bootsy live? Where Bootsy live in Alabama?
I think Baton Rouge, man.
Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he live in Baton Rouge.
Louisiana or something like that.
I don't think he live in Baton Rouge. I don't think. Bootsy been left. Bootsy lives in Atlanta, but he lives in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
He might live in Alabama, but he been left Baton Rouge. Remember, Bootsy been left Baton Rouge because they'll hang him out there ever since that shit he left. From when he beat them charges, Bootsy left. They will hang. Baton Rouge, they hanging niggas. Period. We know that Baton Rouge is hanging niggas, and they speak about that all the time. So like I said, man, Bootsy, it must be real. Wherever you at, boy, it must be real economical, right? It must be real economical. For real, for real. Because I don't know how Bootsy could buy a whole neighborhood. Bootsy's getting some money that I don't know about.
Hey, man.
And we're going to leave it at that. And I'm not alluding to nothing like that because I don't think Bootsy this time would be doing shit like that, to be honest with you. I don't think Bootsy rock with stuff like that. But that's
boy
amazing.
Bootsy is actually a social giant. Everybody is interested.
He get paper. But to buy
everybody interested. But,
Bootsy's getting money.
Yeah.
But do you think he's getting
neighborhood money?
Buying a neighborhood behind my house money?
It depends on the neighborhood.
Yeah, it depends on the neighborhood. And them houses must be worth he must be about to build some cheap houses.
You know what I'm saying? About to go to Walmart.
I know ain't gonna be no mansions in the backyard. Must be a bunch. He must be about to build a bunch of duplexes back there.
Oh, get some sheds.
Yo, shout out to Bootsy Boo though. Big up to Bootsy Boo. Hey yo, listen. All right, we're gonna go with this one right here. And let me see. Yo, matter of fact, bro.
Yo.
Let me see. Brazen Defense kind of. All right, so we spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? I think we spoke about everything thus far, to be honest with you.
Well, we gonna
unless you got something.
I got something to add to this, man.
Shout out to the Facebook people, man. We don't got no Facebook in the building, guys. It's just us right now. Usually we have Facebook in the building, but I don't know what's going on. All right?
Yeah, I know. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Oh, we're gonna end off with this. This how we supposed to end it. I apologize.
Rest in peace.
I apologize.
Miss the queen of rock and roll. Rest in peace to the queen of rock and roll, Miss Tina Turner. Rest in peace. Oh, man.
Damn, bro. I can't believe.
Shouts out to that beautiful lady. Born Miss Anime Bullock. You know what I'm saying? She was born Anime Bullock. You know what I'm saying? 1959. Is that 1939 to some sharecroppers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she did her thing with Ike when she was 17, still 17. That's when she met up with Ike. Got her first hit with Ike. Literally did her thing until she was in an abusive relationship with him. Only thing she left with was her name and a bus pass. You know what I'm saying? And right after that, she sold over 100 million records worldwide after leaving that man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful... She's literally, what we could say, the face for women's liberation and like women empowerment nowadays, because she was the voice for a lot of women that was in that same situation she was in, that she opened up the eyes to the world to see that was actually happening to women like that. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Tina Turner.
We talking about she was for women's abuse?
Yeah, for being
advocate.
Abused. She was an advocate. You know what I mean? For basically, just like you say, for women empowerment. You know what I mean?
Women rights, liberation,
and not even the empowerment, because she just lived her life.
Domestic violence.
For domestic violence, she just lived her life. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody looked at her story and seen what she didn't tell the next person to do what they do. She told them to live their life to find their glory. You know what I'm saying? She said if she didn't stay with Ike, she want to be Tina Turner right now. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, when she was, she hated him for what he was at the end of the day, but she said it empowered her to be who she was and become who she is for everybody today, and sing those hit songs that generational to come, you know what I mean, that we all love, you know what I mean, from the What's Love Got to Do With It to the Private Dancers and so on with the beautiful records, you know what I mean? So shouts out to her, man. Appreciate her.
Big up to Tina Turner, and I like the way Planet put that, because you got to keep in mind, Tina Turner created some of her best music, and imagine under the conditions she created that music throughout all that turmoil she had with Ike and stuff like that. I don't know how long the abuse lasted, but we all seen and heard the rumors, right? The movies, depictions, and what have you. Rest in peace to Tina Turner, one of our greatest artists by far, brother. You talking about black culture, black music. let's be real here. She deserves all her flowers. That's a big loss, Tina Turner. Big up to Tina Turner. She lived to the age of 83.
Yeah, shouts out. Rest in peace, Tina.
It's crazy at the age we are, and we had the pleasure of experiencing her career. Not to stay too long on it, but it was just a pleasure watching that woman, and just even the Ike stories and all that, the stories that come with her career. We appreciate Tina Turner in every regard, all right, here at L.O.T.S Approved Media. All right. With that being said, rest in peace to Tina Turner. Rest in peace to Tina Turner. You guys turn up and go stream her music.
Yeah.
That part.
I'm about to do that right now.
Dancer for money.
Do what you want me to do.
She's a private dancer.
You already know.
All right, y'all. We out the building. L.O.T.S Approved Media. This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 36. I go by the name of L.O.T.S Approved.
Yeah.
All right, I'm the incomparable. Author imitated, never could be duplicated.
Never that.
All right. The host with the most.
You see it. And this is your boy Planet. Planet, goddammit, free G5. You already know what time it is. And we is out this mud just like that. You stink. Nah, I ain't gonna do it like that. That's that day kind of style, though.
You old school, boy. Hey, they're the old school.
You know I'm old school, baby. I just look young.
That's my dog. That's my dog, Planet.
You know, we just look young, baby. You feel me?
Facts. I be having to tell people, boy, hey, I just look like this.
I'm a Sesame Street baby.